Failure. We all hate it, all fear it. But let's be honest, failure is one of the greatest teacher you will ever have. In today's video, I want to share with you guys the biggest lessons I have learned from my failures. And trust me, they have shaped me more than even the success. So stick around if you want to learn some of the things that I have learned from some of my biggest failures in life. So the first lesson I've learned about failure is always to be humble. Humility is not something everyone has, but there are situations that are going to teach you to be humble. There are circumstances you're going to go through, and you're going to have to be humble after that. So guys, in whatever you do, be humble. Be humble, because you never know tomorrow. You never know what you're going to meet tomorrow. Be humble to everything you do. Be humble in the work that you do. Be humble to the people that you talk to. Be humble in your community, how you interact with people, because we don't know. In my language, they say mountains don't meet, but people meet. Now, if you're not a humble person, that proverb will actually teach you that a situation you're going through right now, or someone you're undermining, or someone you're taking advantage of right now, you never know what they'll become tomorrow. You never know what they're up to. You never know, like, the next stage you're going to find them in life tomorrow. So I urge you to always be humble. Now, the second lesson, much as I've learned it from my failures, but it is also something that my mom taught me from a young age: resilience. Situations are going to throw themselves at you, and you have no idea. Like, what do I do? Most cases, you're going to say, you know what, let me just quit. You know what, let me just give up. You know what, let me just do this. You're trying to find a plan B for that situation instead of having to go through it. Be resilient. Some of those situations tend to rush us and make us go into bad decisions that is going to make the situation a lot more worse. And for me, resilience, because my mom always told me, be resilient in whatever situation you're doing. Now, lesson 3, I would say something along the lines of preparation. Sometimes there are some situations that we could have avoided, we find ourselves in situations and you're like, oh, I wish I did this. This couldn't have happened. So that brings me into the thing of preparation. I'm going to give a very good example of my business. For those who don't know, I'm an Airbnb host. And there are some situations that you can just avoid when you're prepared for it. I know hosts that don't take walk-in clients because they think clients are going to spoil the things in their house. But I'm going to say no to that. What I have done is I have prepared my house for all those things. I have prepared house rules, in that when the walk-ins come, I give them the house rules. And most cases, when these guests read the house rules, they know that if they break something, they have to pay for it. Normally, they don't even break anything. They are always extra careful with how they handle things in the house. Why? Because I made a preparation and prepared a document, printed it out, and put it there for the guests to read. Now, it's not different from someone who takes walk-ins. They don't have house rules. They have nothing in their house. And then after the house, the plates get broken, and the guests will be like, we didn't know we were supposed to pay for this, such situations. So as a business person, you need to prepare for some of those situations. You need to prepare because normally things happen, accidents happen. Sometimes even things break, not because the guest has intentionally broken it, but because it was an accident. So accidents happen. So we need to just be prepared on how to avoid it, or we need to prepare on how to handle such situations when they happen. It can be in anything. It can be in life. It can be in your business. It can be in what you're doing. It is normally a win for you. My lesson 4 is redefining success. Normally, I used to think, I don't know if I'm alone or there's someone else out there that used to think that success is all about having material things, or success is all about having money. Now, if you're in the Ugandan system, I did do CRE in O level, and CRE is Christian Religious Education. Is one of the subjects that are taught in school, and there is a whole topic on success. And success is defined depending on what you want. What you define as success to you is different from what I define as success. Some people see success as status, having money, being rich, while the other people see success in having families, having good relationships, having a business or a company. So success depends on what you want, what makes you feel successful. Some people, it's having a car, and that is why I say redefine success based on what is valuable to you. That is why that's why you find that people have different priorities, because their definition of success is different. You may see as having a car being a success to you, which is okay, which is actually 100% fine. Another person is going to see building a house, buying land, considers him a successful person. Another person will say, no, I need to do a business, a successful business that is going to thrive. That is success according to that person. Another person will say, you know what? I need to have a big family, and they're happy. And at the end of the day, as long as your goals align with your values, then you're successful. Then lesson 5 is empathy. Now, sometimes I am in my late 20s, and sometimes you see someone who is 20 years old is achieving more than you, and maybe they think that you're a failure, or they think that you're not doing enough. When in actual sense, some people are really trying every single day. So let's be empathetic to other people. Let's be empathetic to other people. If you're in a certain position and you feel like someone way older than you hasn't achieved what you have achieved, doesn't mean that they're stupid, or doesn't mean that they couldn't do it. Sometimes, like, it's as someone said, I read one of the comments of someone, and that person was saying that when you climb the ladder high and you're above everyone else, you think that the ones under you, they're not doing anything. You feel like they're not working hard enough. And yet sometimes people are really trying every single day. People are working hard every single day. So once you get yourself up there, be empathetic to other people. Find a way of uplifting them. Like, don't underlook people who are below you. Just be empathetic to them. Instead, be kind, be supportive. Talk to these people if you're in position to, and ask them, like, what is happening? How can I help you? How can I assist you? Be patient with people and do not judge them. Then last on my list, I'm going to say nothing is final. Because sometimes you be like you're at the edge of the road, and then things get flipped up. Like, in seconds, your story changes in seconds. You feel like you've hit the dead end, but then, like, things fall back into place, like, so easily. So failure has taught me that nothing is final. And it has also taught me that failure is part of the journey to success. Every single person that is successful has gone through some major failures in life. Like, you can ask them. They have gone through some major failures. They have failed at certain parts of their lives. They have failed in certain decisions they have made. But that did not mean that that was the end of it all for them. You still pick up the pieces and make yourself better and improve, and then move on. Now, the next time you fail, or you feel like you're failing, I want you to remind yourself that failure does not define you. Instead, failure refines you. Every mistake you make, every bad decision you make, it's going to make you grow. So you got to learn from it. Now, I would also like to learn from you. What are some of the biggest lessons you've learned from your failures? I want to read your stories. If you want to send me stories, I have created an email where you can send your stories to, and also feel free to drop a comment in the comment sections. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.